Hey guys, so today if you're watching this, God wanted you to see this video. Excuse this bump on my face, I just can't do nothing about it. Like it's there, so it's there. But currently, yes, I am in the bathroom because my kids are in the other room watching TV. But yes, God wants you to see this today. So I just wanted to share some things that was on my heart. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but in my situation right now, I'm not by myself, so I can do this type of thing. So I'm gonna take these off. So, now I'm at an opportunity to where I can do this by myself without, people in my space. But, yeah, God is waiting on you. He was waiting on me to acknowledge him for so long. I was so lost for so long and felt so lonely for so long. Like, have you ever felt surrounded, like you are surrounded by people, but still felt alone at the same time? That was me. Like, the few people that gave me attention, it wasn't enough. Or, I never had that love that I feel like I dished out. Like, it was always some love I was looking for. But I could never find it on earth with people, humans. Because it was always the Lord that I was searching for, and didn't realize it. And I didn't really realize I needed him until I got out into the world. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do? And I had kids. So it's like I was suffering growing up. And then all of a sudden I graduate high school and boom, real life happens. And I get pregnant as soon as I get out of high school. I have 2 young kids. And it's just like, dang. Life happened, and I was never the suicidal type. I always say, I always knew about heaven and hell, I didn't want to go there. So I would never take myself out. But so I just survived through it. And when literally every person in my life that I love, sorry, I got my hair, TV in the background, kids. But as soon as I thought I didn't have anybody, I was at my lowest, I could not cry to anyone. That's when the Lord stepped in and helped me. I had so many things going on in my mind. I had a big problem with food. Oh my gosh, a big problem. I would eat and still be full, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? It felt like something had a stronghold on me, literally. I was just bounded to the food, bounded to laying on the couch, bounded to my phone. I couldn't do anything else. People call me lazy. They just didn't understand. I'm I want to so bad, but I can't. I just can't. Something is holding me. And I did not realize that it was not of the Lord at all. It was very opposite. Very satanic things that had a very strong hold on me. At one point I was drinking a lot. I stayed getting drinks, spending $20 on daiquiris every time, almost every day. Jumping up, doing things for other people without thinking about myself, my kids, my money. I was thinking about the money, but I'm like, oh, do I have enough gas to get there? Am I gonna have enough money to go get, alcohol, a little smoke or something? That's all I would think about, was entertaining myself and my sins. Now I only talk to a few people. I don't say I have friends. I have people in my life that I feel like they'll always be there, which is a few. I cut ties with a lot of people. Well, I wouldn't say cut ties, but I backed off because I was always a people pleaser. I tried to be that, people say treat others how you want to be treated. I took that hard, and I would treat people way over treat people than they would treat me. And I don't know, God just opened up my eyes to realizing that I was giving way more to people than they was giving it to me. When I actually did need them, they might be there, but then it would be something for it. They'll be like, oh, I want that back. Or when you're finally progressing, oh, what they gave you, they want it back. Or they want their money back. Or when I never was like that, I would hurry up and go do something. Don't ask how much money they need. I don't ask the gas, nothing. I would just be there. But when it came to me, it wasn't like that. It was I always had to repay them, or the few times I got help, I had to repay, or them are the people that I distanced from. I love them for a very far distance. I did not like to be alone. I didn't. I always feel like I had to have, okay, let me slow down. I just don't want to make this video too long, but the people that know know what I'm talking about. I guess you could say this is my testimony. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I had to distance myself from people like that because it was very draining. And you know, the demonic things, spirits that are in my head were telling me like, oh my God, you need to be there for them. Oh, like, you know, when they weren't there for me, it's like, oh, you're a horrible person. Oh, you know, they don't like you. You know, just so much negativity going on. I feel like I had to please everybody around me. In reality, I need to sit down with myself and say, I need to fix me first. I can't fix no one else. If I can't fix myself, I have to fix me. And I couldn't do that on my own, and I knew I couldn't. I thought about going to counseling. That never happened. I thought about, you know, talking to doctors. I never did that. And then one day, God just stepped in, like, because, like, I had so much things going on in my head. So many things telling me to do bad things. So much in my head. Like, my head was a constant, like, concert up in there. It was so much things going on in my head. Like, so many conversations, so many voices, so many, like, I feel like I had every single, like, mental disorder because I didn't know what I had. I'm like, am I bipolar? Am I like, because when I would get mad off slight things, I would just take it and just take off with it. I'd be so mad. And I'm like, later on, I would look back and I'm like, why did I get so mad? Like, I didn't have to be like that. Like, you don't know how many times I done went off on people and apologized. And that's how, you know, some people lose people because, like, they was dealing with so many things that wasn't even them. It was the, you know, Lucifer coming after you. You know, he had a hold of your mind, my mind for a minute. And, you know, God helped me. One day he just, really, okay, this is gonna be a short version of my testimony. If y'all are interested in this and want to hear like the full version, because it probably be like an hour long, you know, let me know, because I got it's in from my childhood, you know, all the way up, because I'm young. I'm 22, so, and I know the Lord better than a lot of young people out here. Like, the world, oh my goodness, the world. Y'all, Christian, pray for this world because it's so gone. It's so, Lucifer is everywhere in these people. And it took me finding the Lord to figure that out, how bad it is. Like, people that are addicted to lust, people that are addicted to alcohol, drugs, like, all that is Lucifer, all of it. And it's just horrible out here, because I always knew I was one of a kind, like, growing up and stuff. That's why I said I can have a whole long video on my history and how I end up finding the Lord today at such a young age, when everybody else my age partying, getting drunk, taking lines, and you know, all that stuff. And I got me a Bible, and I listen to testimonies, and at work, the only way I can last is listening to preaching and stuff. I be listening to it out loud, walking around, don't care, because that's how, you know, I survive throughout the day, is my listening to my preaching. But yeah, like, pretty much I went through so many things to the point where I literally ended up alone. Like, I could not call no one. No one could hug me. No one. I mean, even if it was one person that did that, they didn't fully understand to the extent that I understood in my heart and soul. And the only person that understood that was God. And that's when he stepped in and was like, girl, you're okay. I got you. I'm here. You know. And he literally showed me, he's been showing me ways that he's been showing up. And I'm just so thankful for him. And literally, I'd rather be alone nowadays. Like, I've been working on myself. I'm not saying I'm perfect now. I'm in the process of completely, purely walking with the Lord. Like, I want to get baptized. Like, I'm new to this. Like, I always believed in God. I always did. But, you know, like, for me, there were certain things, I would say, like, I would half believe. But that sounds bad saying it, because I would believe it with my heart. Like, somebody would tell me something, oh, they see angels. Like, my grandma would tell me she would see angels, but I never seen them myself. But I would believe her. but I've never witnessed it with my own eyes or anything like that. But when you start like actually going through the motions, you're like, okay, now I see why people be jumping up and down in church. I see why people be falling out. I see why people cry and devote their mornings to God. And I see because people will not be there for you like God will. God is amazing. And he'll be there for you no matter what. I thank you for listening. And if y'all enjoyed this, just let me know and I will give y'all a full story on me and you know what the Lord's been doing for me. And before I even knew about the Lord, when I was completely lost in the world, like I was deep in the world, and now my eyes are open to the light. And you know, if y'all want to fuzz one, if you want to hear about that, y'all just let me know and I'll definitely do it. Because I've been telling myself, I've been seeing people just getting out here talking about God, and people actually look at their stuff, comment, and be like, oh, you helped me. They just speaking what's on their heart. And I've been wanting to do it for so long. And I'm finally doing it. So if this video touched your heart, just know that God is listening and God is always there. You think it's nowhere to turn, you think you have no one, call out to him. Say, God, you know, I need you. Guide me, Lord. I need you. I have no one. I'm down at my lowest. And I just need you. I need you to show up. Oh, I can feel the Holy Spirit entering me right now. I tell him, I need you. I need you. Get on your knees. I don't care how embarrassing you think it is. That's Lucifer trying to tell you not to do it. Fight them feelings. Do it. And I promise you, you will feel the change. God will remove anxiety. He will remove anything that you think you have. God will take that all away. Because in reality, that's not you. That's the demon, the devil, trying to get you and lead you into destruction, because he likes that. He likes that. But God doesn't. And God will step in and be like, nah, he or she is mine. It's my child. You can't have them. Y'all stay blessed.